Yo, what is good, everybody, and thank you so much for stopping by the channel for today's video. As you probably already read in the title, description, or the thumbnail, or as you can clearly see in front of me, we're going to be talking about the Nike Concepts Dunk SB Orange Lobster. Today's video is going to be an in-depth look at this gorgeous sneaker. We're also going to be throwing them on feet. But with that, I'm not going to be doing a full styling segment as I generally do, just because acquiring the sneaker was a bit of a surprise. However, if there is enough want for it, and by want, you guys liking today's video and commenting that you guys want to see like a full styling video on these sneakers, I can definitely make that happen in the coming days. For transparency, I'm just a little backed up with editing right now, but if you guys want to see it, I can definitely expedite a video like that here to the channel. Now, with that being said, as I've already mentioned, I did not expect to hit on these sneakers because I literally thought I was ghosted by every single raffle I entered, and it was a lot of them. Fortunately, at the very end, when I needed that notification most, I got a call randomly from a skate shop local notifying me that I had been selected to go ahead and purchase my size 9, which is a major blessing, not only because I get to make this video, but because I really wanted this sneaker. This is actually my second pair of lobsters out of the 6, because I do have the purple lobsters as well, those of which have been worn into the ground. I really love that shoe, and with that, I don't doubt I'm gonna love this shoe as well. More on that in just a little bit. Now, as I've already mentioned, there is 6 iterations of the Dunk SB Lobster, which does include the red lobster that released in 2008. No, not that red lobster, although their biscuits are insane. There was the blue lobster that released in 2009, the extremely elusive yellow lobster that also released in 2009. Then almost a decade later, in 2018, we got the green lobster as well as the purple lobster, also in 2018. And then we have the sneaker we have before us here in 2022 with an official release date of December 22nd. Now, as it relates to the storytelling around the shoe, as its name entails, they're supposed to be reminiscent of the creature, the lobster. And as a product of that, and something that I find to be really, really cool, is that the stock numbers of each iteration of the color is a direct reflection of the scarcity of that color lobster that you find in nature. For example, you've got the red and orange lobster being the most abundant that you can find in Mother Nature. Thus, the stock numbers on those colors reflect that. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, you've got the yellow lobster, which was rumored to be only 36 pairs, family and friends, which represents the scarcity or rarity of what would be like to find a yellow lobster out in the wild. I don't know, I think that's pretty dope. But with that, just as a little fun fact, the last pair of yellow lobsters to officially sell sold for more than $40,000. That's almost a down payment on a house. That is insane. In addition to that, each iteration of this shoe came in 2 different variants or different boxes or packaging. This here is the standard box, which does retail at $120, but is also offered in what is known as the special box, and it comes with a bear brick and sells at a retail price of $350. Now, just because the red lobster and the orange lobster are the most abundant in the wild does not mean that this shoe was easy to get, because the only way to really get this shoe was through your local skate shop raffles, through Concept themselves, and then of course through Sneakers app, which is probably going to be where you're going to find the most pairs. Now, unless you're able to acquire the special box for the orange lobsters, you're going to get a standard Nike SB Quick Strike box. Inside the box, you've got tissue paper that hides the orange lobster, which comes pre-laced with a pair of white laces, but Nike and Concepts did go ahead and add an orange pair as well as a blue pair, which is attached to the white laces. Also, as a little add-on, you've got the rubber bands at the end of the shoes, which is indicative of that lobster theme. Now, jumping right into the upper, it is predominantly comprised of a really, really nice nubuck suede, which is comprised of different textures of suede, resulting in different hues and shades of orange, which I do find to be a really nice touch, as you do have that contrasting feature and not a certain level of monotony throughout the shoe. In addition to that, the upper does feature this double back swoosh where the backdrop is comprised of a nice tumbled white leather, and sitting atop that is a shiny metallic orange main swoosh, which I do find to be a nice pop of color. Now moving towards the back of the upper, where you've got different hues of orange. You've got kind of the bolder orange towards the bottom, which does transition to a lighter version of that same nubuck, and then you've got the Nike logo stitched onto the heel. The inner liner is adorned with a plaid orange and white, which does include everything from the ankle collar to the footbed insole. Last thing for the upper, you've got the contrasting white tongue, as we've seen on the different variants of this shoe, which is that standard puffier SB tongue. Similarly to the tongue, we've got a black midsole and matching color outsole that we've seen on other lobsters of the past. And that essentially wraps up the entirety of this shoe. Now, as it relates to sizing, I did go ahead and take my true to size, which is a size 9, and I find that they fit perfect. I generally range from an 8.5 to a 9. I do like a 9 in SBs because of the puffier tongue, but that is based on a personal preference. Generally speaking, you can go true to size and be good to go. As I've already mentioned, the shoes do come with 3 separate sets of laces: white, orange, and teal. The white is definitely classic and probably the safest bet to go because it does match the tongue, and the orange does look good as well. But for me, I'm definitely going to be running these shoes full time with the teal laces, just because the shoe is loud in and of itself, and so I just want to commit to that look, as I've done similarly on the purple lobsters. I kept pink on there the entirety of me wearing them. But that's going to do it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please communicate that to me by liking today's video and subscribing to my channel with notifications on. Also, go ahead and comment your thoughts down below, what you think about these sneakers. Are you guys going to personally acquire them, or are they going to be a skip for you? Wishing you guys the best of luck on the draw tomorrow. It does begin at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern, and that's going to be on Sneakers app. With that to say, guys, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. It really is a privilege of mine to get to serve you through making content, and I truly do enjoy it so much. I hope y'all are having an amazing holiday season. I will catch you in the next upload. Peace and be blessed.